Bagfuel, baby.
How do you avoid the toxicity in hip hop, man? Because this shit is.
Oh man, I know, right? That is crazy, man. It's
or
crazy.
is it avoidable?
It's not avoidable. You know what I mean? It's not avoidable, but it's how you handle it. You know what I mean? So every time somebody come at you, sometimes silence is golden, and you just gotta spin this shit.
I mean, how do you stay silent when people know your reputation, and sometimes people perceive being silent as weakness, and it could give another. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, but the wrong impression can be laid out there.
Yeah.
And we don't want to give an impression of weakness.
You know, I just think it's who you surround yourself with, you know? And we've been blessed enough that, gang of toxicity around us, but y'all know, usually that comes from the people closest to you. And once you out here and you're a public figure, you get mad love from the people. It's the drama with your niggas that's close around you, or family members, or baby mamas, shit like that. That's where it comes
Real
in.
shit. You said that.
Said that. With the shit with Tretch, how is it Naughty by Nature without Tretch and Tretch without Naughty by Nature?
I know, it's a crazy thing, man. And you know, I did a podcast in Queens at the barbershop last week. I told them, I'm like, you know what? Being in a group is like, you guys can relate as podcasters
I was about to say that.
and getting your shit together. But I told those guys, you guys are worse than rap groups,
Podcasters is
y'all worse than rap groups. Motherfuckers go up and have a hot single. You don't even put out the album yet, and then everybody is out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true.
So it's kind of that dynamic. But the thing with us is that we were lucky to be the new style first, and we had our group. But when we transitioned to Naughty by Nature, like all of this, and I tell everybody, and that's what I've seen just in hearing you guys talk. The problem is y'all never put everything on paper. You never got with a lawyer. You never got with, you know.
Well, Vinny, we put our shit on paper. Let's not get twisted.
Right.
Our contract was broken. That's the thing that I try to explain to people about the business, which you know.
Yeah.
Somebody could sign you to a contract and say, we're gonna give you $300,000. We're gonna pay you $150 up front. The next 50 is gonna come in 6 months, and you're gonna get the other 100 later on.
Right.
Now, if they don't give you the other 50, the contract is breached.
True,
right?
true.
Or if they just tell you, you know what, Vinny, I paid you, but I don't want you to come to work no more.
Right.
And now you stuck.
True.
And that's the situation that we had. So although you sign a contract, people still could break them.
Yeah.
Right. But a lot of guys, they have loose contracts or
Nigga
verbal
shit.
agreements,
Yeah,
you know
nigga
what I mean?
shit. Yeah.
And we had that. The problem is that even us, 30 plus years in the game, one day somebody could wake up and say, I want half the fucking road money. And you're like, what? Where's that coming from? But you know what? Just go do your thing. And if it's meant to be, it'll come back full circle.
I will say this, doing media for so long, and when we see groups that gave us feelings or people that gave us feelings and they're no longer together, we want to recapture that feeling.
Right.
And when I would interview people, I would always be like, yo, get it back together. Until the shit happened with us with my expert opinion. And I said, you know what? I gotta apologize to all the niggas. Because when people ask, are y'all gonna get back with Hoff? I'll be like,
Nah, we not.
So it's an apology to not understanding the evolution. Even though we did great things, people have an emotional attachment.
Yeah.
Being in that same tornado?
But they shit is different.
Yeah, this is
I'm
different.
gonna say this because I only knew Matt for 9 months, right? They knew each other for years.
30
And the
years,
respect,
30 plus years, man.
It's like the diplomat thing, right? I don't know if they're all together, but it don't seem like that they're all together no more. I don't really ask Jimmy about what
you
the
leave that
dynamic
alone.
is. None of my business, right? But they all got respect for each other. They still talk about Cam with endearment, Jewels, Freaky,
Same
Jim.
thing with Vinny and
I'm saying
Tretch.
the same thing with Vinny and Tretch, with the same thing with the Naughty by Nature. Like, that's the difference to me that
I see
Vinny
what
don't, I could tell by his body language, he ain't tight.
He don't give a fuck.
Nah, I'm not
He's
beat,
mad
yo.
at Tretch, like,
Look,
oh, that nigga.
and Tretch ain't mad at
and
him
Tretch
from
ain't
what-
mad at you. When we talk about Tretch, they not mad at each other. That's why it's confusing.
Right,
to me.
right.
That makes sense.
To me.
But to the people that seen what we went through, even Vin, hearing the behind the scenes talk, and he's seen what happened. He said the majority of our drama is the split.
But we didn't perform live. Like, I need to see o.p.p. live again.
Right. Well, Naughty, and Naughty is an institution, man. We're a 30-year international institution.
Yes.
And at a certain point, we got to realize, look, although we are Naughty by nature, but this isn't just our brand. What about the 30 years of people who supported us and bought our gear and merchandise and went to concerts? It's like, it's almost a point where you owe it to the fans to stay on point and just let's all celebrate the legacy,
And you guys damn near look the same. I'm like, what's the water in the jersey? Because we
It's like we're never gonna get Tribe Called Quest again. We can't.
That's true.
Right.
It's impossible.
De La Soul.
It's De La Soul. So why would we, like, to me,
it's the feeling though.
things can be worked out.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
The situation that we talking about, if anything came to the table that was right, honestly, if Ghost was with it, which he probably is not.
Ghost ain't with it.
Would be, but I'm just saying, if people's minds is in a different situation, anything can be worked out. If we're keeping it real.
Right,
that's true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not that everybody's gonna come to the table and really put forth the effort to
I can tell you
work it out.
right now, and I could speak for KG, we're ready to rock tomorrow, yesterday. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. So it's not on us. You know what I mean? And there's been outreach and all that. It's just sometimes people got to get their shit together. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
And until then, you keep it moving and do what you do.
I'm gonna toss this over to Esso to expound on it, but when we was talking about having you on, he's like, yo, we gotta talk about duos in hip hop and what's going on. And he had a whole rollout.
I forgot it. You might as well tell me. I just be coming off the top of the dome. I don't write nothing down.
Why do you think the duos is not prevalent in hip hop
no more?
And then Esso had a question about Quavo and Offset.
Do you think that Quavo and Offset could come together without Takeoff and do something special as
become
a duo?
duet?
I think they can. I think they can be a duo, but you know, again, we were talking about this toxic energy that's in the game right now. And I think it's this ego, greed, winner takes all thing right now. And instead of people being the men, they want to be the man. You know what I'm saying? And just try to take on everything by themselves. But sometimes, man, is the sum is better than the whole. You know what I mean?
The sum is better than the one, exactly.